Hello everyone, and welcome to the Week 2 team builder of the Adelaide Redbacks. This week I'm playing against the Colorado Lycanrockies, who has Jordan as the head coach. Now, last week he went 6-0, I believe, so I'm looking to not do quite that bad, hopefully. He has a scary team of Tapu Fini, Infernape, Tangrowth, Aerodactyl, Kamala, Alolan Persian, Mega Garchomp, Celesteela, Reuniclus, Electivire, and Regice. Sorry, it's not Reuniclus anymore. It got changed to Cresselia. I just haven't updated my document. But still, that doesn't change much of my prep. First up, I just want to say that Tangrowth is scary because it's pretty much the best switch in Draft League for Zygarde. So I'm going to have to focus on trying to figure out something for that. He does have some other scary threats such as Tapu Fini and Infernape. Infernape definitely just so fast, so offensive. It can be offensive both ways. Aerodactyl will be a hard thing to prep for because it's just so good against my team. Just chuck a Scarf on that as well and nothing outspeeds it, which is troublesome. I'm expecting him to bring Tapu Fini, Infernape, Tangrowth, Aerodactyl, Celesteela, and now Cresselia, I think. But yeah, Electivire could be brought. I don't think Kamala will come, I don't think Persian will come, and I don't think Garchomp will come. Either way, I'll get into what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. I have Thundurus first up. Superpower, Wild Charge, Agility, U-Turn, a physical variant with Electrium Z this week. He has a lot of things that are weak to Electric. The Tapu Fini, the Aerodactyl, the Celesteela. He does have some switch-ins to it if he decides to bring them though, like the Electivire or the Garchomp. Even the Tangrowth takes electric moves pretty well. Superpower to hit things like the Persian if it comes, the Kamala if it comes. It'll still do decent damage against Celesteela. It'll hit the Regice nicely. Agility just to try and get some speed up, outspeed everything would be nice. And U-turn just to get it out of there. And then I'm bringing my Omastar, Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rocks, Shell Smash and Scald with a Focus Sash and Weak Armor. If I can get a Shell Smash off and then a Weak Armor hit from something like Aerodactyl or Infernape, even if they're Scarfed, I believe this should outspeed them with like the +3 speed or whatever it should get to. Scald knocks out Infernape and Aerodactyl one hit. And then Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock. Just I don't expect him to bring Kamala, so his only hazard control will be Defog from either, I think, Aerodactyl or Tapu Fini. And that's why I'm bringing Defiant Thundurus and Defiant Bishop. So hopefully I can switch in on a Defog and get some attack boost. Other than that, Omastar, and yeah, so Hazard should be good against his team. At least a little bit decent. Maybe get some poison damage on the Tangrowth would be nice. Um, Next up is my Choice Scarfed Cryogonal. This should outspeed a non-choiced Aerodactyl, and other than that, should outspeed everything else on his team. Infernape 2, though it's not got very many useful moves against an Infernape. But Rapid Spin in case he brings Stealth Rocks or anything like that. Freeze Dry hits the Tapu Fini, the Tangrowth, even the Aerodactyl, kind of, I guess. The Garchomp, obviously, which would be nice. Hidden Power Electric, because, as I said, it's got a lot of electric weaknesses. But I don't see myself using that too much. And Signal Beam in case he brings the Cresselia could be useful, and it could be useful against the Tangrowth as well, though Freeze Dry would probably be better in most situations. But yeah, this is basically so I've got something to outspeed some stuff, especially the Aerodactyl, which I'm really scared of, and I think it just, if it gets started against my team, it's going to be unstoppable. Up fourth is my Mega Heracross, just 4 attacks, max attack, max HP, min speed in case of Trick Room Cresselia, but this has pretty much the opportunity to Oko almost anything on his team after Rocks, as long as I can call the switch-ins correctly. Low kick, 2-hit KOs Cresselia, 2-hit KOs Celesteela, which will be nice if I can get that, though it will be weak to any flying moves that Celesteela decides to bring as well, so I need to watch out for that too. But if I can catch it on a switch in, that will be nice. And now, fifth is my Zygarde 50%. Now I'm taking a bit of a weird set this week with the Choice Specs set rather than a Choice Band, but it's still a bit of a mixed one. 1,000 Arrows because it's just great. This still one-hit kills Infernape and still does a decent amount to offensive Celesteelas, especially when it's knocked down to the ground. But the Toxic and the Sludge Wave, well, mainly the Sludge Wave here is the most important part, because that one-hit kills a physically defensive Tangrowth from full. Like, one-hit kills before Rocks, I believe. Definitely after Rocks, no matter what. So I believe that he will be bringing a physically defensive Tangrowth, because that's what you would expect to come against a 1,000 Arrows Zygarde, and I'm just hoping that I'll be able to catch his Tangrowth off guard with a Specs variant instead. And then finally I'm bringing my Bishop, just because in case he brings the Cresselia, it'll be useful. Poison Jab to hit the Fini, Iron Head for the Aerodactyl, whatever. Sucker Punch in case I need to have some priority, and then Knock Off just for that knockoffs, like knocking off the items and that stab damage there. It will always be useful. This is a very physically defensive, but still max speed, max physical defense. Live a couple of hits from Earthquake from Tangrowth or something like that. But yeah, just don't want this one to die straight away, and maybe put in some use, knock off some items, get a Defiant Boost, Sucker Punch, would be nice. But yeah, that's basically the team that I'll be bringing against Jordan this week. I'm definitely scared to face his team. I think he has one of the best drafts in this league, and I just hope it goes well. Thank you for watching, and good luck to Jordan.